Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at sailingweather.co.uk, the Sailing Weather Information Service and weatherweb.net. It is Monday the 26th of January and this is your sailing week and weekend ahead outlook, and things look as if they are going to be turning much colder during the second half of this week, breezy at times as well, but I'm hopeful of some reasonable sailing conditions as we head towards the weekend. Now if you're not a member of Swiss yet, you can be. It's completely free of charge to register at Swiss. Just go to sailingweather.co.uk, which is probably where you're watching this forecast at the moment. Down the left hand side here, click on register here. Couldn't be simpler than that. Your name, your email, mobile telephone number, and choose a password. Now the reason we ask you for your mobile telephone number is that just in case in the future we introduce SMS services, we've got all your details on file. Then you register and then it's really easy to use the service. You simply log in and away you go. You can get forecasts for the UK, for Ireland and for Europe as well, and we're introducing more services all the time, so why not give it a go and take a look at sailingweather.co.uk. Okay, on with the forecast, and this is the forecast for Tuesday. Weak ridge of high pressure here, look, you see it extending through the country during Tuesday. That's going to be bringing the calm before the storm. Winds actually to the south, not too bad through Tuesday. We're looking at a westerly, generally blowing at around, I think probably a 4 through the channel and across the southwest approaches, although turning more southwesterly later. Across Scotland, we're west-southwesterly here in the west at a 6, I think probably at a 5 or a 6 out towards the east, and we're looking at a 5 off eastern coast. Generally fair for many, although I do think down these western coasts of Scotland, western coast of Ireland, perhaps the north and west of Wales later on in the day, there could be some drizzle around, but overall not too bad. But get ready for this. Look at that. So talk about the difference a day makes. Wednesday sees strong winds pushing their way eastwards, widespread gales through the channel. We're going to be looking, I think, at southwesterlies at an 8, possibly up to a 9 at times. They'll go more westerly behind the cold front, 7s or 8s, following into the western parts of Scotland, westerly here at 8s, eastern Scotland, west northwesterly at 7s here, and across eastern England, westerlies here at 8s. Frequent wintry showers following in behind this system as well. All in all, not a good day for sailing. Rough seas out towards the west, some really big swells to come in. On to Thursday, and Thursday looks to be another breezy one. Low pressure still in control. Cold again on Thursday. It'll turn much colder through Wednesday, and then Thursday gets even colder. Most of the showers pounding onto these western coasts and hills, coming up through the channel as well. They'll be wintry at times as they come in, and the winds generally are westerly, and I think they're going to be coming in at 7s and 8s. Probably an 8 on western coasts. Northwest Scotland maybe a little bit lighter for a time, perhaps a 5 here for a while, but then increasing later. And then eastern coast of England and Scotland, westerlies generally at 6s, but 7s offshore. Probably better down these eastern coasts with some sunny spells around. Rough seas still in the west, better off towards the east, but overall it's a really cold day and one probably you don't want to be outing. Now later on in the week things turn a little bit more iffy, not for cold weather, looks like it stays cold, but because of low pressure. This is the prediction for Friday, but this is changing all the time. What you tend to find happening in these cold northerly flows is that we get little areas of low pressure spin up. The flow itself is very unstable, and these areas of low pressure basically grab together all the snow showers, so we get more persistent bands of snow. However, the difficulty is deciding where those lows are going to be. So this low could be anywhere during the course of Friday. It may be over here, it may be over here, it may be exactly where it says in here. Generally though, on the western side of the low, we're going to be looking at the winds probably coming in as a west to northwesterly at 6s, perhaps touching 7 at times. Southern side of the low, westerlies at 8s, eastern side of the low, southeasterlies at 6s or 7s. Now, they're not going to bring good conditions. It looks like it will be very unsettled at times, and we'll find rain, sleet and snow circulating around the low as well. So, sorry I can't pin down more detail on that one. We'll know more as the week progresses, and of course, if you use your forecasts at sailingweather.co.uk, then you'll be able to spot the latest on there. Don't forget, you can get the forecast emailed to you completely free of charge as well through sailingweather.co.uk. Okay, on to Saturday. Now again, a bit of uncertainty on Saturday. I suspect this isn't the way this chart is going to look. I think we need to take the overall picture of low pressure being in control through Saturday. Latest ideas are that the low is actually further east here and that we get more of a northwesterly flow. This is the latest information hot off the press, and that looks like it gives us a northwesterly, probably at 6s, may touch a 7 on northern and western coast. So the message is ignore the underlying chart here. I think we're going to go into a north or northwesterly, and we'll find some heavy wintry showers at times, particularly around western, northern and eastern coasts. And then on to Sunday. This probably more like it for Sunday. More of a northerly flow. You see those little areas of low pressure in there. I think that's what's going to occur. Those things just spinning southwards in the flow, generally bringing us a northwesterly at a 5 through the channel. Probably a northerly at around a 6 across northern Scotland, northerly at 6s across eastern coast. But despite it being really cold, if you're desperate to get out there and do some sailing, probably Sunday isn't going to be too bad a day overall. So you see there that there is some uncertainty, but there's some sailing to be found as well. How it affects your sailing and be better at predicting it, why not come along to Weather School? I know many hundreds of you already have, but there's always new people watching these forecasts. So come to one of our sailing weather schools. They last for a day. They go from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. and you'll learn all about the weather and how to make the most use of the forecast, how to make forecasts yourself, or at least improve on the forecasts that you're making. We've got 2 courses coming up. We've got one on the 7th of February, and then we've got Sailing Weather Part 2 on the 28th of February. So either one of those, you'll be more than welcome to come along and take part. Go to sailingweather.co.uk for more information. Okay, I'll leave you with that for now, but whatever you're doing, have a great sailing week, and if you can, keep the sun shining, but make sure you wrap up warm. Bye for now, thanks for watching, and I'll say it again, keep the sun shining. Bye for now.